Good morning. Good morning. It is Saturday morning. It is 8:37 and I am up and at it. What's up, Justin Sanchez? I am up and at it. I had to go get Lyric her Empirica Trio, keep her from heartworms and fleas and ticks and stuff. So had to get that from the vet. So I'm heading back to feed her so she can do that. What's up, Hershey? Good morning. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm waiting for y'all to come in because, hey, Viv, thank you for that package, girl. I'm gonna show the stuff before the cruise. So thank you, Viv. Thank you so much. Yeah, Hershey, a lot has been going on, but first of all, I want to thank all of the detractors, attractors. I want to thank the allies, co-conspirators. I want to thank the rider lives, all of you all. And the reason why I'm saying that is I am really set to break some records for 2023 in revenue. And I really appreciate that. So for all of the detractors and I appreciate that. Um, as far as the cruise is concerned, the hoopla on the cruise have garnered us more attention that people want to sponsor. So we thank you all because it seems like the more y'all talk about it, the more people send money and the more people want to sponsor. So I appreciate that. And that's what I really have to say. I have no complaints. It's not personal with me. It's really not personal with me. It's about it's about the revenue. It's really about the revenue at this particular point. What's up, Itsy Bitsy? It's about the revenue, and it's no need for me to sit here and fight and act ugly and get all emotional unless it's for revenue purposes. And I know people may have an issue with that, but let me. This is a show, and real life is is something else. Now, on this show, we're not vicious. On this show, we're not dark. We're not going after people's income and all of that stuff. Even though people do that, into a show, and that's crazy. Show. But I appreciate you all because, again, just got back into range of internet. Oh yeah, we know about that. Hey, Rainy Bowl, thank you again, Rainy Bowl. Benzone, we know about that. I mentioned that. I mean, I don't know. He may be partying with her. I don't know, but we mentioned that. But let me say this: you talking ill towards me or trying to do something to hurt me really doesn't do what you want it to do. Okay, y'all, hold on for a minute. It really doesn't do the desired effect. It really actually helps. And any publicity is better than none. And I just don't think people get that. But I want to thank you. I really do. Not upset with you. I appreciate you because all the negativity, all the stuff about the cruise and all of this stuff, it doesn't really bother us, especially when you know it's entertainment and you do what you got to do. But I appreciate y'all. Hmm. Because of you all, we got some more sponsors and we appreciate that. And now there's a really big interest in the cruise. And and I appreciate that. And I'm looking forward to the cruise. It's going to be a great cruise, you all. So get ready, get ready, get ready. What's up, Rodney? I want to thank Rainy Bow and and Melissa Scott and all of you all who have been a blessing. Heidi Fly. Just appreciate you all. But yeah, so that's it. A lot of our Ebony sisters and brothers are coming up missing in something. I believe so too. Even in Mexico and what was going on in Mexico, there's a lot happening. So yeah. Now let me say this. This is why you got to be so careful. This is a little going into a little bit of politics here. Now they are after Hunter Biden. These Republicans are after Hunter Biden, but now we're finding out Jared Kushner had some dubious dealings with the Saudi. And we're wondering why they gave him $2 billion. And we're wondering, was it in the Trump administration? So they are getting ready to investigate that. And I find that very interesting. And lesson to that is you always doing all of these things to other folk. Just be careful because somebody might be investigating you. And I'll leave it right there. So anyway, but yeah, you all. So what else is going on? I haven't really looked at YouTube. I just came on this morning. I looked at my stats on YouTube and I was like, wow. So financially, man, far as the YouTube situation, it's going. And I appreciate y'all. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Thank you all for coming over and watching. Even if you don't like me, you still came over and watched me. You still looked at the replay. And I thank you because at the end of the day, it's financial. It's about this. Let me tell you something. Let YouTube stop paying and see where I'll be off, off. I'll be right off of it, sure enough. So let me see what y'all saying. I'm not blaming Biden's kids or anything. I'm just saying that we're finding out that when you start pointing all these fingers, then it just opens the door for people to do you. That's all. But Biden is going to be okay because if Biden, because I mean Trump has more junk than Biden, so I think Biden is going to be all right. I think Trump is the one who really needs to be concerned. Yeah, I think he needs to be concerned. So anyway, but nobody don't care about um that. The bottom line is they want to know where that $2 billion came from and was Trump in office. And we know that Trump kids and his folk benefited while he was in the White House. I mean, we know that. That's a given. We know that. So we don't have to be ignorant about that. We know that. So well, let me say this, you all. Let me say this. I'm on YouTube. I enjoy doing what I do. I appreciate the detractors and attractors. And again, get it how you live it. My money ain't never swatted nobody house. My money ain't never got nobody fired. See, I don't do foolishness like that. I come up and have a good time and I report what your people put out. So at any rate, but I appreciate it, you all, because it has been a really good month. And the month ain't even over with, baby. So I'm a cruise easy this month too. Y'all, I'm making the dog food. I'm making Miss Lyric's food. I am preparing it rather. Gotta put her Empirica Trio in here. Lord have mercy. I'm reading y'all comments as I make this food, as I prepare this food for Lyric. Hey, y'all. I hope everybody's doing well. So tomorrow, I have to play for a church. Their musician is out, and Child of Folk done wrote that $500 check. So I'm gonna be right on over there to collect. Baby, it's a blessing to know how to play a keyboard. And even though the people don't think I can sing, the folk think I can sing well enough to make a coin. Hallelujah. Thank God for talents. Thank God for means to make income. Hallelujah. What's up, Fly Uchi? What's going on? How you doing? Let me drop this link, y'all, because I just wanted to come up and say thank you. That's all I want to say. I really didn't have anything else to say. I really haven't seen what's been going on in these YouTube beef streets on the beef sector, but I just appreciate where these coins are going, and they're going in the right direction. And I thank the Rider Lives. I thank all of the other groups and all the content creators, those who are friends or foe, or good subcontractors or not good subcontractors. We appreciate it. So I appreciate y'all. Go eat your food. You don't want that broom there? Okay, let me move this broom, girl, because yeah, okay, let me move it so you can go eat. It was in your way. You better eat that food. Eat your food. So, yes, Lord. So you gonna eat your food? There you go. I see you, but eat your food. I want you to see you eat your food. And I find that so hard to believe that juicecation is the talk of the sector. I mean, it's just us getting together and having a good time. That major. I mean, ain't major, Heidi. Ain't nothing major. Ain't nothing major going on. It's just juicecation. It's just juicecation. Okay, go eat your food, pretty girl. Go eat your food, pretty girl. Go eat your food. No, eat your food. What's up, Zara? She said these people jealous. Nobody wants to come and see them. And like I said, Heidi, I don't have no animosity or bitterness or anger towards anyone. As you notice, my commentary is usually about stuff that has happened or things that are in there. But juicecation was in the public sphere. So I think with Miss Cruiser, Vivian and Shelley, and so and we were on a panel, and I mean, people can actually talk about what they feel or what they thought on the panel. I mean, they're more than welcome to do that, and I can't stop people from doing that. But what has happened, Heidi, is it allowed us to get more sponsors, which I thought was phenomenal. So we did get more sponsors. The people who are coming are excited, and like I said, the revenue is looking great, and people come over and fight and fuss, and I benefit from it too. So when you have a Rico to pop in and then want to get on the panel, and then I don't allow him on the panel, and then he says what he says, and I guess he's making videos about it, I guess, then it garners revenue. It gives him revenue too, but it also allows me to get revenue as well. And so all the boats can rise. I'm not about this trickle down economy. I believe everybody can win. And you don't have to like me to win. but we can all win. And that's what I like about YouTube. You can win. And one thing I too like about YouTube is that you don't have to have 1,000 in your chat every night. It's called replays. I've seen where only 300 people were in my room, you know, when I end it. And then I go back the next day and it's about 2,000. And that's good for your commercials. See, I'm not interested in this, oh, I got these many people, but how many people gonna go back and roll back and look at the videos and the commercials? That's the important thing. And this is why I don't get into, oh, I have 1,000 or, XYZ, the people ain't showing up like they used to. They don't have to. Long as they keep on coming back to see the replay, that's all that matters. Jay Wilson, are the sponsors to have more people come? Now, look, no one can come now because the ship is full. So everybody is on the ship who's supposed to be on the ship. So the ship is full right now. So, but the sponsors can still give, so your name can be on the banner. If you give a substantial amount, which we have some people, activities, the like the card games, the rompers, we will say this is sponsored by, and we'll let people know who is sponsored by. I know some people don't want to give their real name because they don't want to be doxxed, but so say if Rainy Bow is a person who has sponsored. So if we have Cocktail Hour by Rainy Bow. I'm just not saying that that's who we named that after, but that's what we're doing. And then we'll let people know who our sponsors are here if they so desire. Because I know some people don't want to be doxxed. So that's what we're doing. What's up, Viv? Good morning. Viv, are you there?
Good morning, my darling. How are you? I was just giving you a chance to finish your conversation and your thought.
Go ahead.
So I'd like to say thank you to all our sponsors. Thank you for all of those who have come through for Juicycations. I appreciate those who have given in the background and those who have given in the foreground. We appreciate each and every one of you. Um, People wonder why we need sponsors, Jay. Well, let me explain to you guys about sponsorship. Every event that you do has sponsors, believe it or not. Sponsors help with some of the background stuff that, you know, listen, it's lots of stuff. Y'all don't know. I've been on it and I've been planning and doing what I need to do. Jay been on it, planning and doing what he need to do. Y'all, this is going to be a fantabulous trip. I know everybody's like, oh man, they keep saying that they're not going to be videotaping and showing us things. Yes, we are. We just not going to show it to you when you listen. Just be on the lookout for what you need to be on the lookout for.
And
That's
we might do it like the other content creators and put it in members only. Seem like people want to see it bad enough, you'll pay for it. If you don't want to pay for it, then you didn't want to see it. And that's how I feel about it, because the people who really are going should get the benefit. And if y'all want to see it, we'll put it on members only, and y'all can do that. We'll figure how we gonna do it. But again, I'm not obligated to show anybody's vacation. I'm not, but we may. But we'll talk about that, Viv. But you know how I am about it, because at this particular point now, I'm like, if we let me say this. If it's not that important, and if it's not all of that, then we shouldn't have to worry about showing it. That's my feel. Anyway, that's all. What background stuff? Continue with background stuff. We have gifts for people. We have things that we're doing. I have people to donate some things. So we gonna do what we gotta do. Under promise, over deliver. But background stuff means what we just said. Because again, unlike some folk, we are actually going above and beyond what a cruise ship will do. That's it. And all I'm going to say about that,
also, Jay,
go
this
ahead.
gives people, it's going to also be some people that want to do our meet and greet in Miami. And guess what? Don't just show up. Don't think you're going to show up at the meet and greet and be like, oh, yeah, I'm showing up at the meet and greet, and you haven't given me your name. Jay Wilson will tell you I'm good for having a list.
Hmm.
Anybody who
And
is
so again, we're even so Vivian let that cat out the bag, but but we are even doing that before the cruise. So, I mean, we do stuff like that. And I don't and look, y'all, we really don't have to give people a play-by-play itinerary of what we're doing because again, that should be for the people who are actually paying and going. However, we will take pictures and do some things and I am not ashamed of who's going. We have a lot of people going, and I'm excited about the people who are going to be there. So that's what I really have to say.
and Jay
Let me
Wilson
say
said
this,
I
and
let
if
the
you
cat
want to
out
be a
the
weirdo, and if you want to pay almost $700 to $500 to be a weirdo, you can, but they have a place for weirdos, and I'm really not overly concerned about that. We're going to enjoy ourselves, and we're going to have a great time, and that's what I'm thinking about. All of this stuff and this extracurricular stuff, it is what it is. I am a law-abiding citizen. If there's anything that is going to cause anybody any grief or mess up their vacation, Carnival has the authorities and the capacity to deal with such people. And I don't even think that's going to be an issue. But just in case, the law is for the lawless. And I'll leave it at that. Go ahead, Viv.
and I know you guys say Jay. I know Jay just said I put it out there about the meet and greet, but the thing is, the meet and greet is for the folk that live in Miami that wanted to meet and greet with us. But guess what? They still had to email me at yespicturelady@gmail.com and get on the list.
Okay.
There's always lists. There's
Um,
always a guest list.
yeah. Rita, was that being fair? Okay, I think that's being fair. Well, let me say this, you all. I think that there are some truths in everyone's story. Um, and like I said, if Rita was doing drugs, if Rita is doing all of these things, if Tracy D's marriage is in an upheaval, um, and if I don't have anything against them, and I want y'all to catch this, if I don't have anything against them, then why would I put all of that stuff out? And that's what I didn't get. So there must be some animosity. There must be some anger somewhere because if this woman is manic and still on drugs and stuff, then the best thing to do was to fade and say, okay, I'm done. But you had to go out in a flame of glory and do a scorched earth approach. And it just didn't make any sense to me. But this is YouTube, and nothing makes it really makes sense. And so it is what it is. And that's my commentary, and I can be fair. And like I said, I'm not saying that Rick is lying. I'm not saying Rick is telling the truth. I really don't know. I'm not at Rita's house. I'm not at Tracy D's house. So I really don't know if it's false or true. I just can only go on what people tell us, and then the receipts that he or she has. But even with the receipts, and like I told you all, true, even if it's true, there are no friends on YouTube with a caveat. And y'all know what my caveat is. So people are still, oh, Jay will say they ain't no friends, don't do. That's not true. I said there's a caveat. And my thing is if you have friends on YouTube, then remain friends. And if you think that revealing your friendship is going to cause a rift in the friendship, then don't you think that you shouldn't do it and just be friends? Because again, long as you all know that should matter. So I'm not going to go in on Rita or Tracy D. If Rita is on drugs still, I pray that she gets the help that she needs to get off. If she's not on drugs, then, praise God. If Tracy D's marriage is in an upheaval, I hope that either God fix it or she can move on. And that's the honest God truth. What really bothers me the most is how people, if this is true, are so free to give their personal, deepest information to folk that they really don't know instead of going to a professional or someone who can really help them. That baffles me. But hey, I'm not in the mind of these folk. And maybe these people really make these folk feel comfortable that they can share. But you see what happens in the end. What's up on site? On site, can you come on up? I don't know if you, because I know that you weren't feeling well last time I talked to you. I truly believe that she got herself together. You can hear it. She also opened up a lot. Okay.
Y'all don't know what happened to Bruh Jay. I think he done kicked himself down. But listen, Fly Uchi, you and me, we live near each other somewhere. Fly Uchi,
Yes,
we
I'm
gotta
back.
get
I'm sorry.
together,
I'm
sis.
back. Hold on for a minute. Okay, I'm back. I hit the wrong button.
Oh, well,
Jay
hold on,
Wilson,
Bruh
these
Jay.
alleged things
I'm giving a
happen.
message to Fly
So,
Uchi.
on site said these alleged things happened 3 years ago. So April is saying that they happened 3 years ago. So I don't know if she wants to come up. I don't know. April was not feeling well last time I talked to her. She may want to come up now. I'm not sure, but I'm going to drop the link just in case she or any other content creator may want to come on.
Bruh Jay, I was telling Fly Uchi we need each other. We gotta get together. You know,
Yeah, let me say this. Now, one person who I will meet with because she has been consistent is Fly Uchi, is Heidi Fly, is Heidi Fly. And the reason why is Heidi does things right. And Heidi knows, and again, it speaks to character because, I didn't scam Heidi. Heidi said, Jay, I want you to come. And she said, and she said, I'm a bless you. I'm like, well, Heidi, I would just come to hang out. She said, no. Now I want y'all to catch this. She said, no, I want to bless you. So Heidi would even let me come down for free. She blessed me. So I got to the W. I mean, when I tell you we hung out and we hung out at some really nice spots, it were no cheapy, cheesy spots. We hung out at really nice spots. And Heidi and Josh took care of everything. I didn't have to want for anything. And of course, it was done for them. When I was in Atlanta, I made sure they were taken care of. So it was beautiful. It was beautiful. And
okay,
so,
so Heidi asked me where I am, Jay.
huh?
Heidi asks where I am.
Oh,
I
she's
am
in South Carolina.
I'm in South Carolina, but I'm near Augusta. I go to Augusta for my doctor's appointments.
Yeah,
That's how close I am to Augusta.
yeah.
We
So
fly out of Atlanta.
yeah, so she's in Augusta. So Heidi took care of Jay. And when I tell you Josh, first of all, Josh loves Heidi. And it ain't no fake stuff and everything. Loves Heidi. He went all over, but you can tell that they have a really good relationship. And they blessed me. They blessed me. And then after, she said, okay, well, Jay, you don't have to be here. I'm like, no, Heidi. I said, girl, you done blessed me. I said, I'm on your time. I'm on your time, ma'am. I'm on your time. See, number one, I wasn't there to scam. I wasn't there to do a little, we did taping. We had a good time. And I can appreciate Heidi Fly and Josh. We had such a good time. I didn't come up there talking about Heidi. Never have I said anything, oh, Heidi wasn't this, or Heidi was this, or Heidi was that. No, 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 no. We came back from that trip. And let me say this. If there was anything wrong with the trip, baby, I don't remember. But see, I didn't go there looking for nothing in the first place. I went there because I was going to have a good time and hang out with Heidi. I didn't go there to have some content to say, ooh, let me give y'all some tea. No, no. The tea was she treated me well. The tea was that her husband loves her. The tea was that Heidi dropped some money on Jay. The truth was she fed me. The Bible said, when I was hungry, did you feed me? He said, the least you did for them, you did to me. That's Bible. That's Bible right there. So Fly said, like, he literally has so much respect for you, always says his boy, even baby, Josh is good people. So anyway, we got on-site April here. On-site, what's going on?
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, on-site. Ooh, come closer to the mic, on-site. Come closer to
You
the mic.
What,
you know
Jay? I'm
I'm
gonna drop
you know
down. Hey, on site. I'll see you when I get in Miami, sis.
okay, baby.
All right, y'all. I'm gone. I gotta go and do a parade and write a newspaper article. See y'all.
Okay, well, on-site, what's going on? So look, on-site, you have a little insight into what was going on with Rick and Rita, because if I'm not mistaken, you were kind of cool with Rick at one point, right?
I am not finna discuss none of that because I was on your show, right, with Bayless, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I came up there because finally I got to talk to Bayless, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And didn't Bayless say on site I got a picture that Susie sent me of a she said it was a crack pipe. I said it was a weed pen, remember?
Mm-hmm.
And my response to Bayless was, yeah, that PAH, just like the rest of them PAF niggas, said I was on cocaine, just like she saying I was smoking crack. Tell me, where did Rick Reed name come up at? Did you hear me say Rick Reed?
I
Or did you hear me
never
say
during that
PAF
talk with
niggas?
Bayless. No, never.
Me and Bayless was talking about Susie. Because
So
she
is
lied
that
and
the
said it
reason
was a
why they
crack
said
pipe.
that person is attacking you now?
I don't know and I don't care because God set me down and shut my mouth for a reason. And I'm going to keep it shut because guess what? I've been exonerated. I got an apology. It was said that those were lies about me and one true. See, one thing about God, when he tell you to be still and you be still and obedient, you ain't got to open your mouth. And you heard me, Jay Wilson. I sounded like Tweety Bird, didn't I?
You did, girl.
Because
I
I'm
said,
getting
don't
a
come
root
on the camera.
canal.
I
Okay,
said,
I'm
don't
getting
come
a
and
root
talk.
canal done. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, God, because I was ready to come and explain. I'm not finna explain nothing to nobody.
You know what bothers me though, on site though? A lot of people was like, well, what did on site do to you? I mean, why do you feel that you
What
need to
did I
come out?
do? What in the world? Why did I even come up? What in the world?
Yeah, because I'm
What did
like,
I
I have
do?
never heard her mention you in a negative manner, but all
And
of a sudden,
do you remember or don't you remember? Didn't I dox myself? I gave all my information to Queen Messy and let her dox my whole background. And have I ever been ashamed of my background? Won't I tell you it's a bunch of A whoopings and I
yeah,
got one cocaine manufacturing distributing charge? I ain't ashamed of my past. Cause when these devils like that remind me of my past, I remind them of my future. I'm not ashamed of my past. I mean, like Shelly said on her live, everybody know on-site name. Everybody know on-site information. I do. If you don't, too bad. What? I doxed
well, let
myself.
me say this, you all. I met on site, and on site is sweet. On site will give you the shirt off her back, and
Child.
she was
Child.
sweet. And let me say this: when I left on site, you didn't hear no foolishness, and you didn't hear me talking about on
And it's
site because
been
I
what,
didn't go
2 years
looking for.
now? 2 years, 3 years, 2 years?
Yeah, it was about 2 years ago. So I didn't
Okay.
go looking for something so I can say, ooh, on site. Ooh, let me tell. See,
We didn't
again,
meet up for
I
that.
know people want to stack me up as being this, but on site can tell you we had a great meeting. And I didn't come back and attack on site and so on and so forth and do that. Because again,
That's not
people
why
don't
we
have to
met
come
up.
and do
We
that.
met
Go
up to
ahead.
literally truly meet each other with Wolverine. That's what we went to meet. I don't befriend people to hold on to text messages and recordings and all that bull crap, especially the people I care about.
Yeah.
But
The
let me
only
tell you
picture
something,
I
Jay. You
have is
gotta
the
be
picture that we
careful.
took, that
You
really
gotta be
nice picture we took.
Exactly. You got to be careful what you ask God for. Because when you ask God to remove things that are not of Him, some of those things you will be surprised that you're going to have to let go
Yeah.
and let
And like I
God.
said, y'all, I know people talk about on-site. And can I say this? Me and on-site weren't always friends. I call her Weezy Jefferson.
And I
I
used to call
mean,
you Benson because they said you ain't own your house. I used to call you the butler.
yeah, and what else I said? I used to sing Lowell, because anyway, on-site know why. But anyway,
Hmm.
I used to do a lot of stuff to on-site. Me and
But we
on-site
ain't
ain't
never,
been friends.
we weren't even bumping heads. It wasn't even even though I was over there with Team Small Claims Court, we still didn't bump heads like that.
We didn't. We didn't. And like I said, I didn't know on-site well enough, but I know we have come at each other a couple of times. But again, you all, it's not that deep. I don't hate folk. There are some people though I will not meet because I really think that this YouTube beef sector has consumed them to the point where they don't even see reality and they may do something crazy. And
And
I wouldn't want to put anybody in jail or risk their freedom. So,
let me
you
ask you
got to do
something,
that.
Jay.
But let me say this. I did not know why he did that. And it confused me because I'm like, I'm not heard this lady talk about you. I haven't heard this lady say anything about you. And then the next
Baby,
thing you know, it's just like, you talking about this
baby.
woman bigging and all of this stuff. And
Jay
I'm like,
Wilson,
are you
that's what
serious?
I want
And
to
let me
ask you
say this, the
about.
only time I did something for on site, because let me say this. Now let me say this. I have talked to on site every once in a while. And the only time that I have done something for on site was when the hurricanes came and again on site had lost her dogs. And of course, that was not only for on site, that was for anybody who was in Florida. This is when we
And
did it
I
and it
didn't
went,
ask.
huh?
And I didn't ask.
And she
Y'all,
didn't ask.
you and
But I have
Pizarro,
never had
everybody was
on
like,
site say, let me hold $50. Let me hold
have you
$100.
ever received a random request for money from me?
Huh?
Have you ever received a request for
Never,
cash out from me? Come
never,
on, man. Come on,
never,
man. Come
never.
on, man. If I
Yeah.
need something, I'll call you and ask you. Come on, man. And then that situation was 3 years ago when I was going through my divorce with an F nigga. And I was told, anything you need, let me know. If I can, I'll do. Call me, checked on me, helped me, got through it. That was, man, one of the worst times in my goddamn life. I was turning 50, going through menopause. I say pausing all men, didn't know it. And at the same time, I had to start all over because I value my life. I ain't never had an STD. I ain't never burnt nobody, and nobody ain't never burnt me. So if you want to be for the streets, nigga, goodbye. 3 years ago. 3 years ago. But I'm on your live, finally getting to talk to Bayless, and I told Bayless, I said, I've been wanting. I tried to speak to you before. You never would speak to me. I'm so glad we up here talking now. And the girl said, April, she sent me a picture saying this was a crack pipe. I said, girl, that was a weed pen. That's why she wouldn't show it no more. I said, just like her PA and all that day I was cussing, and the F niggas and the P niggas said I was on cocaine. I'm not finna come out here and justify that. Believe what you want to believe. Anybody on here would have knew I was on coke. Everybody know the size of an addict.
Well,
Child,
this is the
please.
thing. It seems like you were at your darkest time with that divorce. And see, that's what gets me.
Don't nobody want to start over at 50, Jay
Yeah,
Wilson.
I understand, but what I'm trying to get to is, don't take advantage of somebody's dark time and then all of a sudden bring it up like they were this constant beggar. And it just, I don't know. It just
Cause
does
don't
something
you
to
know
me.
if you did it to one, how many when they accuse somebody else of doing it, several people said that person sent them a request. So you mean tell me I would have only sent a request to one person, Jay? You know I ain't even like that, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
Come on,
Wolverine
man.
does not come on anymore because let me say this. Wolverine was doxxed and
I need to
Wolverine,
put out a call for Wolverine. I need him to email me, please. I need to
yes,
talk to him
but
about
but
something,
and I'm gonna
please,
try to reach out to him.
Wolverine.
But Wolverine, people were extremely jealous of Wolverine, and they say they weren't, but they did everything they could to take that man down, and they tried to dox him and stuff. And let me say this: we actually saw Wolverine, and Wolverine ain't ugly. Wolverine,
Baby.
Wolverine is who he said he is, and that's all I'm
He
gonna say.
got what he say he got.
And a lot of people, and Wolverine said, let me go ahead and pull out. And see, with me, it's like, you ain't going to censor me because number one, I'm not doing anything to hurt or maim or kill or take anybody's income away or do any of that. So, you know, and if when I
You
leave, it's
left
going to be because
us.
I want to leave. What's up,
Hell,
Sirius
you left
Bayless?
us. We went to the bar. You left us. We went to the bar. Remember?
Yep. Yep. So, y'all, I just wanted April to come and just kind of talk around that because again, y'all, I have been cool with April. April has not burdened me with issues. Now, do we all have days? Yes. But for the most part, April will say, hey, how you doing? Are you doing okay? I'm just checking on you. I haven't heard from you. That's our conversation.
That's what I do. Weeks, months, it don't matter. When God put you on my heart, I hit you up. That's what I do. That's what I do. I can't help it because I'm real good looking and fine and sexy, and they bad bodied and ugly and got to go through all kind of cuts and all this here. I take care of myself, and God bless me that way. But I'm a real person. The way you meet me, the way I am on here, is the way I am in person.
Yeah.
It's people on here, Jay. Everybody done met up with me. They ain't never heard nothing. It's people on here I done talked to. They ain't never heard nothing. It's people on here done sent me cash out requests. They'll never hear nothing.
April, I believe you. I believe you. I just believe that people try to do things to make other folk look bad on here, and it's sad. And like I said, oh, Uncle Clyde, somebody passed. For you, Uncle Clyde, sending my condolences.
Who? Who? No, 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 not grandma.
Oh, Uncle Clyde. So Uncle Clyde just lost one of his closest friends. So
Oh,
keep Uncle
oh, it's
Clyde in prayer.
condolences.
Our condolences, and keep that friend, family, and Uncle Clyde in prayer. We're so sorry to hear that.
Yes. But I'm doing a call out to Wolverine. Please email me, sweetie. I need to ask you something. And Uncle Claude, I'm so sorry. Love you.
Yeah. Well, April, I think it's noble of you not to speak on that individual, even though that individual is speaking on
For
you.
what? For what?
I don't
For
know. It
what?
doesn't make sense to
I
me,
ain't
but
did
it's
nothing.
it's just, this is the beef sector and things don't make sense. Um, and it is what it is, April. But my thing is, if your heart and mind and your conscience is clear, because I know what type of person you are as well. I'm gonna leave
I'm
it at
not
that.
finna
And again,
defend no
y'all,
lies. I'm not finna defend no lies. What's understood don't need to be
and
explained.
April
I ain't
said that
finna
she
defend
went
no
through some
lies.
stuff 3 years ago. And when people are going through things, you all, a divorce or something, if you're gonna help people get through it, help them get through it. But damn, don't use it as a battering ram when it's convenient for you, when you may not like them anymore. And the thing is, I have never known April to do anything. And let me say this, you all, I've talked to April. April ain't never say anything about Rick Reed. Let me say this. April has never said anything negative about Rick or Deanna Irvin, and I'm gonna bring this out, except they helped me through and they were good people when I was going through my situation. So I don't really have nothing bad to say about them because I went through a divorce and they kind of helped me through and called me to make sure I was okay. That's the only thing that I've heard you say about those two individuals. The only
Thank
thing.
you, God. Thank you, God.
And that's true. That's true. That's true. And like I said, I don't even like these folk. Well, at least one of, and that's on YouTube. I don't really know that lady in person, but I ain't never heard April
They
say
can't
anything
find their
negative.
recording. They can't find nobody with no text, nothing. Period.
Yeah, let Deanna drag the cruise. It doesn't affect us any. I wish her husband could take her on a cruise instead of taking her to the foot wash. But let me move on because I feel messing is coming on. But
Yeah, and I'm finna get
anyway,
down because I
while
got
she
to
up there
let my
talking about
doggies
me,
out.
I will
My
say
two I
though,
got left.
April has never said anything about even Deanna Irvin, except that Deanna and Rick helped me when I was going through my divorce, and they called to make sure I was okay. And that's it. And that's on God. That's on God. And so, y'all, it's easy to go back and forth with people, but the cruise is going to happen no matter what happens, no matter what they say. And every time they want to put up their tongue against it, it always works out. But my thing is, instead of worry about me, they should be trying to do something for their folk.
Well,
You
when
know,
God
I
be for
mean,
you, who can be
yeah, but
against you? I
anyway,
don't
no
have to do
slight.
nothing.
Let them
When God
talk. It's
tell
all
me to
good.
be still, I be still, and He fights my battles, and I get exonerated every time. I'm finna let my two little dogs out, and I see you around the streets. And if you could get in touch with Wolverine, tell him to email me, please.
I will. I will. I'm gonna have
Okay.
to. I'm gonna go through my phone log. Well, April,
Okay.
you kind of low. So, and I'm doing all of this stuff, but I just wanted you to come up.
Well, that's because I can't, this my mouth is
I
went
got you.
down, but baby, oof,
I
I
got you.
should have just let them pull this too, but no, they want to save it and all this mess. Child.
Well, you really don't have anything to do with it, April, because you have really released yourself and did what you need to do. So,
All right, talk to y'all later. Hello
all
to
right.
everybody in the chat. Love y'all. See y'all on the streets.
All right, April. So, Jay probably got spicy with me yesterday because I asked her why does she care about the cruise. You are the name that pays without street is dead. Really, y'all, it's bad. If I'm the name that pays, then I guess things are really dry. Cause I'm nobody. You remember, I'm a baby. I ain't nobody. So I can't understand why people get mad over a little cruise. It's a little carnival cruise and stuff. I don't understand that. But it is what it is, I guess. Yeah, y'all keep Uncle Claude in prayer. I'm sorry to hear that, Uncle Claude. Let me say this, you all. I pay a lot of people dust now because I understand that they have nothing else to talk about. And it comes to me and other people, but I enjoy it. I take it all in stride. And like I said, I want to thank Deanna. I want to thank all of those people who have negative things to say about the cruise. You have helped us get sponsors because of your negativity. You have helped us to have people inquire more about it. And we really appreciate that. And I thank you all. I thank you all. It takes a village, right? So I appreciate what you all have done. And I'm not upset. You just gotta do what you gotta do, folks. And so that's how I feel about it, and no animosity. It's just been a blessing that you all have really kept this cruise in the forefront. I mean, from its inception. Y'all remember when I first said, y'all remember this. When I first said, if we can get 12 people to go on the cruise, then we'll go on this cruise. If we can get 12 people, I remember, y'all remember that? If you remember that, put a one. I said, if we get 12 people, we'll go on this cruise. Y'all remember that? If you remember that, put a one in the room. Put a one. If you remember that. Okay, I guess y'all don't remember that. Somebody better help me out. Oh, okay then. Melissa Scott, don't leave me hanging now. Don't leave me hanging. Y'all about to leave me hanging there. Y'all remember that? I said, if I get 12 people, I'll go on this cruise, right? And believe it or not, y'all, I didn't really, because it was a bold statement. You know what I'm saying? It was a very bold statement because it was a cruise. And when you tell people something, you gotta do it. See, I'm not that type of person who be telling folks stuff and don't do it. So I'm like, Lord, what did I get myself into? I said, now, am I gonna be able to do this thing, God? And child, before the end of the week, um, it was 12 folk already, and then it grew and grew and grew. And I'm like, look at God. So it was cool. So I appreciate this. Now, as far as misunderstood, What I was talking to misunderstood about is what's going on in California, not the cruise. Um, so, and I cleared that up with Tracy because Tracy came on, and Tracy and I had a conversation about that, and I was more concerned with her and Don Cato, with anybody on the cruise, because I think that Don Cato with ZX has hurt her more than anybody on the cruise can hurt her. If you know, yeah. Hurt your girl, child. Foot wash is the thing where they it used to be a sacred thing in Alabama where families got together and it was a church deal. Then it got a little secular, and then hookers start coming, and it's a big orgy, and they be hunching all up in the woods and stuff. Baby, yeah, it's in Uniontown, Alabama. So it's called the Foot Wash, boo. It ain't no place for no married folk to be. I'm gonna tell you that. She should have went to Scandals, or she could have went to Sanders rather, a hedonism or something. But you know, your man taking you to Foot Wash, Lord Jesus. No, 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 no. Most of our guests are our guests. Cruiser, I think, may have merged maybe 3 or 4 people, but whatever it is, I ain't mad. I mean, you know, she felt that our event was strong, and so she brought them over. Because let me say this, we had our numbers already. We had over 25 people way before Cruiser brought those people. But you know, at this particular point, I don't really care what people say. That's the darn problem. I really don't care what these folks say. It don't matter. It don't matter. It really don't. It doesn't matter. So whether I brought them or but no, Cruiser was not. She brought a few people, but not all the people. But she did bring some, and I'm grateful for it. I mean, I'm grateful for it. I mean, I ain't tearing it down, baby. Any way you bless me, I'll be satisfied. I'm glad that she thought enough of me to even want them to come on and be a part. Didn't hurt my numbers. So that's what I got to say about that. Baby, people trying to say a lot. I don't care though. See, that's the thing. I don't care. It's a done deal. The cruise is set. First of all, they said that nobody was showing up and that we was scrambling and then it's just like they don't want folk to do well. They want is tragedy and stuff. They do not want people to do well, and it's sad when you don't want people's stuff to be successful. And that's why some of y'all ain't successful and toe down because you're too busy tearing everybody else stuff down. And again, like I said, they want to talk about the Dovey stuff, and child Dovey sabotage her own stuff. I just don't believe people can think that persons can sabotage Dovey stuff. Baby, she does a good job on her own doing that. So that's it. Simply pink and green. It ain't really nothing to tell, sis. I'm just, baby, pink and green. I'm just getting this revenue. I'm just getting this revenue. I'm just getting a little revenue. That's all. I'm getting this little revenue for the morning. That's all. I'm getting this little revenue. You know I ain't stressed, girl. I'm sitting up here, get ready to eat my oatmeal. Ain't nobody mad but the devil. Ain't nobody mad but the devil. Ain't nobody mad but the devil, child. I ain't whoop, let these people talk. So anyway, but I'm not defending it. But no. Mm-mm. And thank you, Cruiser and Shelley and Vivian and everybody. I mean, mhm. It does simply pink and green. You know it does. And I ain't mad at nobody simply pink and green. It's just funny. It's just too funny to me. Oh Lord, I gotta go get some more sriracha. Girl, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that on Monday. I'm gonna do that on Monday. I'm gonna do that on Monday, sis. I'm gonna do that on Monday. Janice Johnson, I don't know why they bother, boo. I don't know. I don't know. They act like they want to see me. Boo, they act like they want to see me. Okay. They act like they want to see me over there. Janice, I don't know, boo. I don't know. Baby, I don't know what Deanna Irvin is talking about. Nobody ain't forcing no tea out of nobody. It was none of their business. But now they know. And Miss Cruiser was cool. And that's it. But it ain't no big whoop. I mean, the cruise is going on, baby. So I don't know why. I'm not. Am I supposed to be like, oh, it really wasn't none of their business? But it is what it is. Nobody ain't do none of these people. Child, nobody ain't do nothing to these people. Child, look, these people have me laughing. Nobody has done anything to Deanna Irvin, but she's more than welcome to talk about the cruise. I appreciate her talking about it. And no one has done anything. Cruiser came to us and gave us some tips and some things that we should do. Go eat your food, because you're not going to sit here and watch me eat mine. Go eat your food. Yeah, boo. So yeah, the foot wash is where they go. And I never forget Deanna saying that her and Josh used to go to foot wash annually until a hooker got shot in the tent and the woman killed the husband and injured the hooker up in the tent at the foot wash. And I'm like, girl, and that's where you going? I'm like, boo, is that where you really going? So anyway. But y'all look, it's all good over here. Ain't nobody stressing. Ain't nobody tripping. We gonna have a good time. The people who are going have been on the Zoom. We've had our last Zoom meeting. Everybody's excited. So let them say what they want to say. cruiser may or may not be on the ship. Who knows? She may be there. She may not be there. I don't know. Don't get me the line. So anyway, all I know is I'm gonna be there. But baby, I don't let me say this. It'll be cool, but like I said, this is why I ain't worrying about these folk. They ain't gonna worry me none. What else is going on? I don't care if that lady went live to talk about the cruise. Whatever. No big whoop. God bless her heart. What else is going on? Because I'm getting ready to eat my oatmeal in a few minutes. Child, I tell you, I done came on and all the girls won. I heard a car wash, but I never heard nothing in my life about a foot wash. Look it up. Go on the internet and look up foot wash, or go on YouTube and type in foot wash and tell me what you think about it. Tell me, do you think a person? Tell anybody, if you don't know about foot wash, go type it in or go to YouTube and put in foot wash. Honey, if you thought Freaknik was bad, baby, foot wash would put Freaknik to shame. Foot wash would make Freaknik look like soft porn. Oh yes. I dare y'all to go look it up. Go look it up. Go on YouTube and look it up. Go look it up. If you don't believe me, go look it up. Look it up. If you don't believe me, just look it up. It was something else, Jay. This don't have nothing to do with God. Just type in foot wash Union, Alabama, Uniontown, Alabama, or go and put foot wash Alabama and see what you get. Anyway, I guess it is an Alabama thing, but it's a hot mess. That's all I can say. This is why I don't let people sit up there and say, this, and the third, and all of that. Because people be going to foot washes and all other things, all manner of things. So look, y'all, I want to thank you all again. I want to thank Deanna Irvin for what she's doing right now. We'll probably get 2 more sponsors. That oatmeal is good. My God. Janice Johnson, child, I'm good. I'm good. I'm easy like Sunday morning. Ain't a care in the world. I'm going to get right on my flight, get right to Miami, chill out, get ready for the cruise, go to the gym on the cruise, take a walk on the ship for cardio health, and we're going to be good. Well, look, y'all, I'll be on later on. We're getting ready to head on out, but I'll be on later on. Y'all have a good time. Thank you all for supporting Juicycation. I just know it's going to be great because the people, it's all in the street. I mean, for good, for bad, it's just good. If nobody ain't talking about it, then you might need to question it. But I'm happy. So somebody said, "Hush your mouth." There's a documentary about the Alabama foot wash, and what is it telling you? What is it telling you? Truth and Reason. What is it telling you? How do you feel about that? Does that fit Deanna Irvin? foot wash Deanna Irvin because that's where they was going every year until that lady got shot with that hooker got shot with that man. When that they said the woman went into the tent and shot the man, unalived him, and the hooker had injuries. And then you said you stopped going after that. I'm like, oh yeah. Truth and reason stop. That's what I said. I ain't worried about these people. They busy going to foot washers. And they worried about somebody going on a cruise. They can't even go to the turkey leg hut in peace. I know them turkey leg hut people was like, oh my God, it's always one of them. So Deanna Irvin didn't have no damn chip on that rush card, on that CHAM card she had. And so the people at Turkey Hut asked her, did she have another form of payment? And she got loud, okay, at the people at the Turkey Hut. Somebody said Deanna's perfect for that event. Y'all say she perfect for it. All out in the woods at night. Yeah. Anyway, we will talk, y'all. Peace and love. Y'all take care.